Hey, hello, everyone. Okay, now, don't panic. You guys might have noticed that things have changed a little bit. Like, quite a bit. For example, you might notice there's now a tab for bits and channel points and such. Well, clams, as I've been calling them. There might be a subscribe button somewhere, but not sure that's going to do anything, but okay. Full disclosure, I'm not Twitch affiliate yet. Nah, I mean, that would have been great. But no, that's not the case. No, basically things like bits, subscriptions, channel points, and the like, they are now something that's available to just about everyone. So yeah, that's why you're seeing all those things around here. So yeah, really nice. We also allow for emotes, which I might implement at some time. That's what the channel points, aka the clams, do. Well, they let you do various things. For example, you can redeem them, and well, for example, you can pick the hydrate option. I'll just show that to you. I'll be redeem this as a little test. And lockjaw, usually, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's always lockjaw, will let you guys know what has been redeemed. And well, in this case, as a test, it was hydrate. So let me take a sip of water. There we go. Does look cool, huh? Yeah. There's also several options like Bradford disappoints you or Turbulence takeover. Which, if some of these get abused, I'm definitely increasing the price on them. Anyway, let's get to the game because unfortunately I have a incredibly sore left arm at the moment. So I decided to take it easy and play something more chill. So we're playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 once again, and good timing because recently the Benelux area got reworked. So yeah, it doesn't look ugly anymore. It looks more realistic. It's nice. It's nice. And of course, I'm starting in Amsterdam today because that's where my garage is. And holy shit, the frames are quite terrible. Right, I forgot that this game tends to chug a little while I'm streaming. Not a problem though. This is just a chill game. I'm just going to have some fun and drive around. Let's pick up something from Amsterdam, though. I suppose. Hmm. I mean, this makes a lot of money, but I don't think I'll be able to deliver that during the stream. Whatever. We're just going to see how far we get. I'll finish it upstream if it takes too long, which it probably will. But yeah. Okay, be very careful and okay, it's running a little better now, but okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. Not a problem. Again, chill game. Frame rate doesn't matter that much. Although to be fair, this gaming laptop is like about 3 years old now. I might need to get it replaced in a year or two. But that's neither here nor there. For now, let's just drive. Stop, it says. I've once seen a picture of one of those signs, and it has that stub on it with a B, which was incredibly funny and random. And a friend of mine couldn't stop laughing at it, which fair, honestly. Okay, we're bringing this load from Amsterdam to Veliko Tarnovo in Bulgaria. Quite the drive. It sure is a good thing. This is a video game, and thus it takes way less time compared to real life. I think I need to pick it up on the other side because that's the license plate. I love the little details in this game, like things like traffic lights and license plates and all that kind of stuff actually fitting the country they're in. Real nifty stuff. Also, of course, I still have this paint job and this truck because I just like it. I mean, most importantly, the The truck has my species on it because I'm a dolphin. It was the body I'm born in, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Anyway, let's get going. Let's hit the road, as some people would say. This delivery will take about 33 hours. What's the longest route you've ever done in this game? Longest route I've ever done was from Hundingsveg in Norway to I think it was Bari, Italy, maybe. Although it could also have been Venice. It was one of those two anyway. That's like one of the newest, longest routes in this game. One of the other longest ones is, I would say, the tip of Portugal to the absolute tip of Russia. Although thinking that northern tip of Norway is also quite a lot of distance, even from Portugal. Might have to check that sometime, actually. Which one would be longer? Now I'm curious. Okay, okay. Stop sign. Just so you know, a stop sign is not a suggestion. Unlike the yield sign that's shaped like an upside-down triangle. Also, I also know that America um, loves them stop signs a lot. Speaking of America, American Truck Simulator is releasing what's it called, Illinois today in the evening. So I'll be picking up that. But let's stream some Euro Truck Simulator to get in the mood. Uh-oh. Yeah, please stop. I'm a truck. Out of your way, mother truckers, I'm a truck. I mean, I'm in a truck. I've also been adding some really weird meat to my Tomodachi Life Island. And I mean weird. Oh, my blinker was still on. The wrong blinker, that is. Okay. I have to go left from here. E towards Zaanstad, as that sign is saying. You know, I'm going to be honest, waiting for a traffic light to turn green in real life, not very fun. Waiting for it in a video game, somehow significantly more fun. Did you make it Tomodachi Life? Okay. For example, I've made a random ass clown called Boppo. I've made what I could best describe as a floating soulless husk that's still possessed by its spirit. I've also made what was the other weird one? An elderly weeaboo whose name is literally Old Maname and he has spiky hair. I don't know why I made him. He was just one of my random me's I used to have on my system like from a long time ago, and I was like, it would be funny though. Guy's an old man who probably thinks he's an anime protagonist. Yeah. I would apologize for that, but Mum always told me not to tell lies, so yeah. Okay, at least we can go 80 kilometers an hour now. I was thinking it would be funny. Yeah. His hair is so spiky he could probably pop several balloons with it. Yeah. And I didn't really add anyone else ever since. Like, the one I added most recently before that is Loboto Me, with me spelled as me character in their name. They also speak with a voice that's just barely not robotic. Like, it's very, very monotone, but it's just barely. I don't know what kind of mood I was at that point. Maybe I had one whiskey too many. I don't know. Okay, it does feel funny to see names of places you're actually familiar with. Uh, Now, the Netherlands is not very big, so we'll probably be hitting Germany quite soon. Okay, now that we're on the roads, I do have something planned for the future, but I'm still kind of waiting for a little something to get finished beforehand. But yeah, let's just say I have a lot of Mario games coming in when it's done. Yeah, which is also why I've been struggling to come up with shit on stream on the first day. Because, yeah, that's when I've kind of penciled in a lot of stuff. So yeah, on that note, no, I'm still not sure what I stream on Thursday next week, but I guess we'll see. Hmm. Okay, yeah, the frame rate is definitely a bit better once I'm on the motorway, because there's a lot less buildings and stuff around. Okay, slow down, slow down. Man, thank Poseidon for cruise control, because it would really suck to have to hold my ZR button down constantly. Also, yes, I'm playing this with a Switch Pro controller. I know there's people out there that actually have entire setups for just this game. Like, first of all, jealous. Second of all, I could never afford all that. Let's be honest here. But it would be cool. Like, I've seen stuff like people having multiple screens from multiple camera angles, like one for in front, one for left window, one for the right window, and mini series over there. And then like a chair that actually is able to adjust to the movements a bit. That's kind of ridiculous stuff. As well as an actual stick shift to shift the gears with. Although let's be honest, there's no right or wrong way to play this game. Like you can make it as realistic or as unrealistic as you want it to be. So yeah. Which is why I have timers turned off, because honestly I hate nighttime driving. But yeah. Oh, it's a police car. I do love the design of Dutch police cars. They do look really nice with the red and blue. Although my favorite ones are still those from the Idaho State Police in America. There goes a grey colored car. I wonder where that's going. Probably going to get a paint job or something. That car wants to pass. Okay, let's actually be nice and let them... Why'd they slow down? Did I somehow accidentally hit them? Surely I didn't. I'm pretty sure the game would have told me if I hit them by accident, but I'm pretty sure I did not. Also, yeah, there's going to be a lot of driving on straight roads and such, mostly the motorways, just like in real life. Usually I have like a YouTube video or some music on in the background while playing this game. Like, again, this is my go-to chill game, but yeah. So, yeah. Admittedly, it is a lot quieter for me compared to when I usually stream this. Okay, take this road towards Arnhem, which I'm pretty sure you can't actually visit unless it's a scenery town. I'm not sure, I've not checked all over this new version of the Netherlands yet. I might at some point. But it's also crazy to just like drive around Luxembourg and see names of places you're familiar with, like Echternach. Okay, yeah, Oberhausen just started to show up on the signs over here, so we are getting close to Germany now. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Okay, so there's channel point options, right? I should probably point something out. I don't have like a system that automatically switches the avatar to to anything if it switches the avatar is supposed to. I'll have to do that manually, so should that something like that get redeemed, I'll have to pause the game and change that real quick. But that's neither here nor there. Oops. Not a problem, because thankfully the recent update has added a new option to just tow to the road. Yeah. Note to self, they changed the physics in this game. So nowadays, you need to be way more careful with turns, or you will literally topple over, T-bone your truck like that. Okay, so I have a little damage on my truck and a little bit on the trailer. The good news is the cargo is unharmed, which means I'm still going to get full the full payment out of this job. So should I deliver it successfully? Man, I sure am glad Aylis isn't watching right now. He would be laughing his ass off. He's not watching, is he? I don't think he is. Bunga would Aylis be watching right now because I kind of didn't want to check because I'm driving. And they always say you should not text and drive. We're just going to pretend we did not see what just happened. And yeah. Scoop. I would love a scoop of ice cream if it's the one. Although, fun fact about me and ice cream, we don't usually get along, especially once I've eaten something warm, because once I've had warm food, my teeth get incredibly sensitive, and then when I eat ice cream, it actually starts to hurt. It's not exactly very pleasant, I'll tell you that one for free. So yeah. What nice weather we're having. In game, not in real life. Because it's been raining for the past few days, which really sucks because I do have some renovations going on around my apartment. Like there's roof repairs that have to be done, and they can't do the roof repairs if it's raining. So it's going to take a while, and it's kind of a mess in the area. Not very fun. So yeah, man, it's always this game when I start to ramble about about uh about my personal life. Which, so the other day I decided enough was enough, and I went to go to see my CEO friend Quentin in his office because I'm kind of tired of how the department head treats me sometimes. So I was like, okay, I'm going to tell him. And well, I was carrying a heavy stack of papers and I tripped and it left such a mess. It was not very fun. So yeah, that was that. It was a mess. But thankfully, he said he was going to clean it up himself. So yeah. And then I read some really weird things while he was on the phone with someone. I'm not sure who he's calling, but hmm, whatever. Say, am I in Germany already or not? Oh, I am. I didn't even notice. I did not see a sign on the road that said I'm in Germany now. Because usually you have these blue signs surrounded by yellow stars with the country's name on them at the border of a country. I did not see that one. Oh well. Speaking of Germany, it got a rework into the game way before the Benelux area did. So this also looked quite a bit prettier. Are there any non-reworked countries for driving to anyway? Let's see. Maybe. Actually, I think this country over here has also was added by West Balkans, so yeah. No, for a second I thought we were going to be driving to the Czech Republic, but no, because that's one of the countries that has not been reworked yet. Maybe it will eventually, but they're also going to be reworking the UK, so that one is probably going to come first. And then the fact they are adding Iceland, Ireland, and the eastern half of Turkey, which I don't think is in Europe, which that actually goes into Asia, I think. I don't know for sure. Again, I'm not. To you guys, I'm an alien from a different planet, so you might have to confirm that with me. Well, anyway, so oh wait, spoiler that's coming to this game. They are finally going to be adding that coaches DLC that lets you drive buses, and you actually have to make sure you don't drive too harshly, or the people you're driving with get unhappy and they get upset and they will not want to get off the bus. But yeah, they're also working on that, and that's going to be quite different from driving a truck because truck speed limits no longer apply, which means you can actually drive faster. And American Truck Simulator is getting Road Trip DLC, which lets you drive actual cars and pickup trucks, which I'm pretty sure Vanga's going to really like because I don't know, is Vanga, are you a bit of a car guy or not? Because for some reason I kind of got the feeling you're into cars because you know a lot about them. I know that, but I might be misremembering that. Also, yes, I still have miniseries on the seat besides me, so yeah. I should really watch the road. We remember the last time I streamed this game, what happened to to me when I looked over at miniseries. It did not end well. We then decided not to bring that up ever again, and jokes on me, I brought it up anyway. Oh, ew! Who the hell decides to drive in a yellow-colored car? Ew! Not gonna lie, that's not a very beautiful color to put on a car. I don't know, it looks a bit weird. I'm not saying the color yellow is awful or anything, but it just does not really work on cars, I feel like. Well, neither does orange, let's be honest here. Orange just generally doesn't look good on a lot of things either, except maybe jail outfits. But yeah. Okay, I should not honk the horn unnecessarily. That's apparently illegal in some countries, so yeah. Oh, I can go 80 again. Well then, let's go faster once more. Man, okay. I'll give Germany this. The motorways are kind of boring with if they've got these hills with trees on the sides where you can't really see anything. And to add insult to injury, there's also red fences on top of them. Are those fences? I think they're more like barriers or whatever. They are red and they are tall. Taller than fences at least. Yeah. Oh. I've also been in a really weird mood in Dutch life, and I've been adding weird food items that for some reason have the heads of certain meats on them. Like multiple of the same head as well. So someone seems to be producing food ingredients that just so happen to be shaped like the meat. And today I had this weird menu story where and then he picked tomatoes that for some reason had his face on them, and then he ate them. And then Jax of all people was like, "We should report this to the authorities." You know something is messed up when Jax is the one in the right. Yeah. Anyway, enough terminology, because I could go on about the weird things that happen in that game, but yeah. Which makes me wonder, this is my go-to chill game. Am I yapping too much for what's supposed to be my go-to chill game? Because maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Hmm. Oh, there's a white car coming in from the right. Which reminds me, there used to be this old German commercial. Yes, a commercial, believe it or not. And it focused on this white car driving around. Eventually, it went behind the trees, and while it was behind the trees, this guy would pop up with a creepy looking face and jump scare the viewer, which, again, this is a commercial. What the actual hell? Man, I can see why they banned commercials like that, because imagine you're an old person, you have heart problems, you'll get a heart attack. You would also scare the kids. You would also just scare people that don't like jump scares. Like me, I do not like jump scares. I don't mind horror. I mean, I don't play a lot of horror, but jump scares aren't scary. They're just something that causes a startle reaction, and that's it. It's cheap. I do not like it. Like, I like the kind of horror that just builds up dread, or where, like, it looks like something's going to happen, but nothing ever does, because somehow it gets scarier when nothing happens. And then you get out of it and absolutely nothing has happened, and yeah. I don't know. It just builds up tension. Like it makes you feel incredibly uncomfortable, and that's what I kind of like when it comes to horror. Just, feeling uncomfortable, not necessarily getting jumped by something. Oh, that's a nice aqueduct. And would you look at that? Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, I like that. Fun. Okay then. I don't think I ever noticed that little town on that hill. That's really pretty. Oh, more traffic coming this way. Looks like a bus. I'll be driving one of you eventually. And there's a car. Okay, am I going to have to turn right here? Because I'm not sure. Maybe if I zoom in the GPS a little. This makes me uncomfortable because I can't see a lot of the road ahead. Yeah, it seems to be sending me. Is it though? No, it's not. Never mind. Okay, we're sticking to this road. Ah, yes. Ausfahrt. Which reminds me of when I watched this person stream the game, and he was confused why he kept seeing signs that led to the city of Ausfahrt, which. So here's the kicker, right? That's not what Ausfahrt means. It basically means you're exiting the highway if you go that way. Well, motorway, if you're in Europe. But yeah, a lot of people were like, "Oh, weird. I've gone past Ausfahrt several times, but here's Ausfahrt again." And it's very funny. I'm just sitting there with the dumbest grin on my face because I'm like, "Oh, if only you knew." And that's why it's funny to watch Americans play this game. So I just like playing driving games like this because I don't have a driver's license, so I just live that fantasy vicariously through video games. Yeah, Video games, they let you do things you could not do in real life. Like, driving a car is just not for me. I, just, like, whenever I was in the car with, like, my mum, for example, and she talked about giving it a shot, something scary would happen on the road and it would freak the both of us out. Then we'd laugh about it, but yeah. I mean, let's be honest here. I live on an aquatic planet in a big city. It's not like it's going to be very necessary to be driving a car here. There are not a lot of places to drive. Most of what you're living on is ocean. So yeah. Besides, if I want to go to like an underwater city, I could just swim there because yeah, being a creature like a dolphin rules in that regard. Though I'm jealous of turbulence, who's able to breathe underwater, which normal dolphins like me cannot. Man, I wish I could be as amazing as turbulence. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I do love these cute little petrol stations on the side of the roads. They look even nicer to look at in video games somehow. Okay, I should probably take a sip of water now. Also, a good thing to have while on the road, a snack or a drink, especially if you're on the road for like hours, sometimes even days or weeks on end. That's good. Huh. It's also a friendly reminder to you guys to drink some water, please. Like, if you decide to kill over from dehydration, at least I warned you guys, right? Yeah. So yeah. Seems like some people want my attention on Discord. Well, that's a shame. I'm driving. You should not text and drive. Oh, look, greenhouses. I'm pretty sure they are effective, considering they named the greenhouse effect after them. Ah, I'm funny. Or witty, as my friend Dizzy would say. Yeah, I'm seeing a sign for Prague, which is in the Czech Republic. Hopefully we're not going there, because that area's not been reworked yet. Like, I think they'll wait with the DLC until they've reworked some base game areas. Not much has been happening today, though. Like, in real life. I've actually got a day off as well as tomorrow, so that's nice at least. Maybe I'll hang with like my friends or maybe even my boyfriend if he's out of work early or something. We'll have to see. I'm proud of him. He's working so hard. Yeah. So yeah, he's a little bit of a bit of a moment I would like to take to show appreciation for my mod and my dear boyfriend Vagabond. He's the best. He's very caring. He's very friendly. He's absolutely no nonsense. Like, he'll take things seriously, and I love that about him. He's also very knowledgeable, and yeah, he's really become someone I can like, who I not only just love for who he is, But also he's become someone I can rely on, and I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate him. And I hope me and him stay together. And I'm pretty sure he's here, so I think he's able to hear me. So, if you are able to hear me, Vanga, you're welcome. Love yous. Right. Okay. You know, considering how many in-game hours have passed since I started streaming today, I think we might be able to make it to our destination in Bulgaria before the stream ends. Maybe. We'll have to see. Oh, I thought the car was black, but it's actually brown, isn't it? I'd make a certain joke, but I decided it's a better idea not to. So, I won't. And that bridge looks oddly familiar, even though I've never been this far into Germany in real life. I visited it, the food is definitely good. So, yeah. But also, the one time we were vacationing in Germany, it was also incredibly hot, which was uncomfortable. So, yeah. Although we had to cut that vacation short because around that time my grandfather had fallen seriously ill, and we decided to go back to be closer to him. So we've spent the last bit of the vacation somewhere closer to home, which was still too far for him because either of us were close by. But yeah, I miss him though. He did a lot for me back in the day, as well as for my brother. Eh, but that's life, am I right? Jeez. Yikes. Sorry for getting so emotional on stream. Dang. Oh well. And the weather is still not looking very good outside. Whew. Oh, we have to go right. My bad. I almost missed that because I was a little bit unfocused. Basically, oops. Yeah, I think this curve is fine. I can go run this curve perfectly fine without T-boning my truck. Oh, this is lovely. Yeah. Although it's only a couple months until it's June. I mean July. Sorry, my bad. So that I mixed the two up. I'm a bit silly like that. But yeah, you know what that means. July is the month in which my birthday also occurs. And I do actually have a bit of a plan I might do for July on my Twitch channel. More on that later. I'm going to keep that so firmly on the wraps right now that you can't even see the ribbons that are surrounding. Like I can't even see the paper the ribbons are wrapped around. Okay, why am I swerving? Well, if you ever need a proof I can't drive in real life, then that's it. Although there's people that play this game that are actually better drivers in real life than they are in the video game. But yeah. Oh, and after the July, of course, is August. Who would have guessed? Um, I might have a week in August where I'll be absent because I'm going to Eurofurence. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually going to my very first furry convention, and I'm looking forward to it. Although I am kind of nervous about it. Like, after all, it's my very first time. I have never done it before. I don't know how it's going to go. So, yeah, I am admittedly and rightfully a bit nervous. But I'm sure it'll be fine. My friends tell me everything's going to be fine, so yeah, I trust my friends. Oh, fellow Daft Truck, hello. Also, yes, I drive a Daft Truck, which is a Dutch brand of trucks. I don't know why, I just think the Netherlands is a cool place. It also seems to have a bit of a thing going on with water, just like my home planet of Aquarius. So, that's nice, I suppose. And I feel like the American state of Maine kind of resembles it a bit in certain ways, especially the coastal areas. That's a place I'd love to visit someday when I visit Earth again. Yeah, would be fun. Europeans love them big cranes like this one. Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite details in this game is if you go to Sweden or Finland, the whites on the traffic signs actually turn yellow. Like the speed limit signs have yellow with a red border instead of white with a red border. Stuff like that. It's such a little thing, but I kind of like it. It's the little things. Really, it's the little things that make video games so fun to me. Just little details I like to notice sometimes. Which is funny because I'm not always the most perceptive dolphin. I can sometimes miss the immediate obvious. Well, either that or I think way too far ahead and I think of way too complicated plans when there's like a really simple solution for them. Which sometimes that makes people think I'm stupid, but that's not the case. I'm just too intelligent for my own good. Which is not me stroking my ego. It's actually a curse. I promise you guys. Yeah. Now, this is probably the part where I should tell you guys my life story from the beginning. But I'm not going to because I think I'll be scaring off the few viewers I do have. I don't think there's many yet. Then again, Rock Sim tends to be pretty popular for people that just want to sit and vibe while watching someone stream, and yep. So, yeah. Okay, maybe me yapping while playing this game is a good idea. Yeah. Well, anyway, hopefully I don't run out of topics to yap about before, yeah, before the stream ends. Okay, so you guys might have noticed that I haven't really touched anything Pokemon related in a while. Ever since I finished the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers Sky stream, which was a pretty fun game, even if it starts to feel very samey and like a slog eventually. I'm just kind of done with Pokemon. I don't know. Some things have happened. Like I'm just not happy with the state of the series right now. I know I've encountered as a guy in real life who would not shut up about it. Um, what else? I've been yelled at for people, like by people who took issue with me turning my Pokemon characters into non-Pokemon characters in the past and wanted to go back to being like they want Lockjaw to go back to being a Totodile, which first of all that's not going to happen. He's my character. Second of all, I made it pretty clear why I did it. I wanted to do more with my characters. And then, as the absolute cherry on top of the shite pie, stuff came out like a certain lolcow causing trouble for someone called Wolfie VGC. You might know him. Um, what else? Then there was the thing scalpers have been doing, like sleeping in a Best Buy to be the first to be able to obtain the new cards for the trading card game. Stuff like someone robbing a store at gunpoint to get like several hundred thousands in cards, and then when that news reached the Pokemon Company, they responded by giving the store a cease and desist for its name because of that Poke in it. Great. And then there was there was something else which I am not going to bring up here because I don't want to end up on Fox News. Let's just put it that way. If you're watching Blake Jennings, you might know what that means. Yeah. So basically, a lot of horrible things which made me realize, oh yeah, the fan base also sucks. So that's it. I'm out. I'm done. No more Pokemon. Okay, we're entering. I think we're entering Austria, which is interesting. I know Turbulence is once accounted a superhero who's actually from Austria. This bearded vulture called Marrow God, who always has this weird look in his eyes as if he's constantly under hypnotism and he only seems to show up at night. I wonder why that is. Interesting guy. And strange bone-based abilities. The Pokemon guys will become blind too. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Also, item Mace. Not sure if you know this, but channel points have become available to everyone, as well as other things like subscriptions and bits and that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are enabled now. Why? Also, welcome. It's good to see you, Tom Mace. Just a chill stream today because something happened at work yesterday, which is why my left arm is now sore. I don't want to talk about it because I feel like I ranted enough about it yesterday in certain places, and I don't like to rant. I mean, sometimes you gotta, but that doesn't make it any more fun. But yeah, good to see you. Hmm. But yeah, the shit some Pokemon fans do is absurd, and also the things the Pokemon Company gets away with because it's Pokemon. Because people will buy, Pokemon fans will buy anything if it has the name slapped on it, and guilty as charged that it was me at some point. But yeah, I start to question it now, and I think maybe it's just finally time to let go, you know? And I'm going to be honest here. My friend Zagrim, sorry, Vermintide Rebel on Twitch, he recently today he switched all of his stuff over to his from his Switch 1 to his Switch 2. his chip was worn out from the Switch 1, so he was unable to do local communication, so he was not able to carry over his Pokemon Violet save, so he has to bring all his Pokemon over to Pokemon Home because there was no cloud saves for that game. His Pokemon are okay, but he does have to replay Violet now. And he did admit to me that, yeah, if he lost all of his Pokemon, he would have probably, like, he would have probably, yeah, given up on the series and never touched it again, which is completely fair. I mean, it did not happen, of course, but yeah, if that happened to me, same. That would absolutely kill any interest in like that would kill any of my very little interest I have left in Pokemon. In fact, my friend Zayla and me were talking about that, and she actually retired from Pokemon way sooner. Like she loves the creatures, so do I. But yeah, she's also unhappy about the state of the games right now. She gave Legends a fair shot, just like me, and we both kind of wish we did not. So yeah, I'm surprised that stubborn old me somehow reached that conclusion way later than me. I'll transfer any Pokemon games over to Switch when I get one. I transfer Pokemon number. That's it. Ah, I see. It could be worse. Someone did transfer over the save data and it somehow got deleted during the transfer. I personally kind of wish I also put all my Pokemon into Home before I made my transfer, but I didn't. But thankfully, nothing bad happened. Also, I know I said little else me. Now that channel points are a thing, or clams as I call them. Hi, Brad. I'm Multibest. Yeah, now that channel points are a thing for me calling myself old is no longer going to transform me into an old dolphin for the rest of the stream. Instead, it's something you redeem with channel points now, where you can turn me into an old dolphin for 30 minutes. Or, you can redeem for me to disappoint you guys. Or, yeah. There's also a subscription option, but I don't think any money goes to me just yet, because I don't have income available on my account yet, because I'm not a Twitch affiliate yet. I should reinforce that. It's just that at the moment, everyone has access to things like channel points and subscriptions and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's it. That's why they are available now. I spent yesterday evening setting that all up because I wanted to do something fun with you guys. Well, for everyone here. Well, it was just fun setting it up. I also reworked the alerts. They no longer go via Streamlabs. They now go via Twitch itself. Also, well, you can still see it dancing Bradford, very rarely in human form. Chances are once again higher that it's going to be Lockjaw who's going to be doing any of the alert. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, it's good to see you, Multiverse. Same with you, Thomas. It's always a joy to have the two of you around, honestly. Like, the two of you, you're my regulars. I always see the both of you, and it always makes me happy when I see the two of you. That's sweet. Aw. Well, you're welcome. And of course, Vango is also usually here. Best Twitch mod I could ever wish for, by the way. But I've sung his praises earlier, so let's not overdo it. Yeah, I definitely have a feeling we'll reach our destination before the stream ends. I'm slowly getting a Switch 2. I'm just getting two Switch 2 games for starters, then I'm getting a 1 TV micro express SD card, and then the Switch 2. I see. Interesting order. I still need to get one of them express cards for myself. I have not yet gotten one. I probably should. This looks very relaxing. It is. This is my go-to chill game after a day of hard work. And I work hard. No, I'm not just wearing my suit because I'm too lazy to change out of it every day I get off work. I just like dressing in the suit. It makes me happy. Makes me one happy dolphin. So yeah, there's that. Huh. Also, one thing, um, well, not only Google Maps, but also this game really puts into perspective, as well as American Truck Simulator, is that America was definitely established with cars in mind, and most European cities were actually established when when cars did not exist yet, which is why a lot of things in Europe are more closely packed together, and the roads are a lot more twisty and windy. And this is also the reason why in Europe you can usually go places without a car, but in America you really need to have a car to get anywhere. So yeah. Are you ready for the new Star Fox game pre-order? Same. And I'm going to get High Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and I want to be Marcus Spencer's next deal for next paycheck next week. Ah, I see. Hey, Tommy, it's not sure if I asked you before. Maybe it's my old memory forgetting, but what kind of job do you work? Something tells me there was like something with an aquarium or something, but I might be misremembering that. Why am I sighing so much while playing this game? I'm not that exhausted, am I? Like, I was told I sometimes really sound exhausted while streaming, which, oh boy, maybe I really am getting old. Maybe that's why I like sim games like this one so much. Then again, close to 31, people tell me that's young, and that I'm in the prime of my life. But I'm going to be honest, doing stuff definitely feels harder than it used to. Even just standing up takes a little bit more effort than like 5 years ago. Although maybe that has to do with the fact that I have a sitting job. My roommate Antonio gets a lot more physical because he works in construction, although he did express a desire to become a sports coach. I'm a kitchen steward, so I can dish both front of house and back of house. One of the busiest restaurants here in Perth, Western Australia. Crikey! You know, I'm impressed. I cannot handle a lot of people at once. Like, I went out for dinner recently, and, well, it was quiet enough at first, but then what seemed to be like a football team came in, and they took the largest table in the restaurant, and suddenly started to get a lot louder. We decided not to stay for dessert because my mum noticed I was getting incredibly uncomfortable with all the noise. I just can't filter that out because of I've got sadism as well as ADHD. Next year will be a 10th year working there. Crikey! Yeah, that is kind of impressive. I could not work in food service. You go, man. Maybe that's a weird thing to be impressed about, but I'm impressed. Because yes, that does impress me much. I think we're entering the border with I think this is the one border which had to be changed, just like in real life, because this country we're entering got accepted into the got accepted as a Schengen country. I think this is Croatia. No, Slovenia. My bad. But yeah, maybe it's a bit of a weird thing to be impressed about, but I am impressed nonetheless, Thomas. Good job. I'm pretty sure they appreciate all the hard work you're doing for them. I mean, they should. Oh, now the roads, the motorway signs have been green. Oh, look at that! We can now go 90 kilometers an hour. I was wondering I was going to change from 60 to 90. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is also one of the newer places that has not even needed a rework, so things are definitely going to look a lot nicer here than in some of the countries that have not been reworked yet. I'm just glad the country I started this game in got reworked, because it looked so terrible and arcadey in the past. Oh, look, there's another brown car. Why is the brown car noticing? Is the game trying to tell me something? But yeah, once the something is done, I talked about. One of the first games I'm going to be streaming, I mean, the first game I'm going to be streaming that features it is Super Mario Bros. Yes, the original, although remastered. Yes. Hopefully next week. Hopefully it'll be done next week. Nito? Yeah, I thought so too. The only downside is that the Switch 2 bundle and Peripheral later cost 70 Australian dollars more. Yikes. Sorry to hear that, Thomas. Now, I'm not from Earth, but to use, like, say, euros as a bit of a comparison, my bundle with Mario Kart World costs 500 euros, which is not cheap, but it's still cheaper than getting the game separately. And I do like Mario Kart World. It's not perfect, and it's definitely getting some used to with the fact that there's less content than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has. I still like it. I probably still prefer Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but yeah. Recently, me and my dear Vanga actually went in the free road just to drive around and vibe together. What fun! Our bundles at the moment 730 Australian dollars. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, Thomas. That's that's genuinely awful. Oh, look at that. I think we're going to be entering Croatia now. Alright, so slow down to only 30. The standard is 700 Australian dollars. That's still a lot. Yikes. Well, damn. Sorry to hear that, Thomas. Yeah, I can understand why it's taking a while for you to get it, because you also have, well, no doubt you also have real life expenses like cost of living to deal with and such. Excuse me, Balkan Transbus. How dare you? How very dare you? That's why I'm slowly getting one. Yeah, it all makes sense now. You know what game I'm not planning to stream, but I really should get back to? Date Everything. I really need to get back to the game. It's funny, and I've not even interacted with all the datables yet. Shame on me. Keep distance. Okay. It's just a good thing it's also written in English because that means I can read it because English tends to get translated into Aquarian to my eyes, but other languages don't. Just like how I'm currently speaking Aquarian, but to you guys it sounds like English. Like it always sounds like the most commonly spoken language on a planet to others. Find it very weird and uncomfortable. Ah, I see. Well, I suppose to be fair, dating sims are not for everyone. I just find the idea very, very hilarious about how you're dating everyday household objects. It's so weird it looks back to being funny, to me at least. Okay, what's the holdup? Ah, that's quite a line. Oh dear. And it doesn't look like that's a telepath route. It was closed. Well, guess we're waiting. Come on, hurry up. I have just barely less than 1,000 kilometers to go on the journey. But yeah, I have yet to complete that game. What's it with me and always leaving certain games incomplete? I was also should really at some point sit down and play Stardew Valley. It's another one of these games which I play for a short time, like for one day, then I don't touch it for several years, then I start a new game, play it for a short time, don't touch it for several years, then pick it up again, start a new game, rinse, repeat. Why do I always do that? Also Terraria. Terraria has the same problem as The Sims 3. The Sims 3 is also a game I would like to stream, but if you're looking to get that game, don't, because EA is in the process of being bought by some very terrible people, and if you spend money on any of the games, it likely goes to some less than pleasant people. So if that's something you don't like, I would not pick any Sims games up. I finished Pokemon Legends are. I see, well, you're not missing much, honestly. I felt like it was kind of a letdown. The shoddy states in which Pokemon Champions released also does not make me very happy. You don't mind not finishing it? Yeah, that's completely fair, honestly. I personally kind of wish I never played it. I should take a sip of water. My throat is getting a little dry. Much better. Other games I regret picking up would be Sonic Forces. That game is terrible. I want to give it a fair shot. I did, and I wish I didn't. And Overcooked 2, which is not a bad game at all. But I picked it up with the hope of playing with some friends, and they never got back to me to play it with them. So I never got to play it with them, and I never touched it again. So yeah, what a shame, hey? There's one JRPG I did beat and really enjoy was Baten Kato's HD remake. I see. Not familiar with that one, sorry. I guess it wants me to go this way. Okay, what's a game I enjoyed and recently beat that isn't Donkey Kong Bonanza? Hmm, that's a good question. I have yet to hit that high again, I think. Oh well, sometimes it just be how it's due. Oh, now it's an auto pass roads. Goody. Although I did recently go back to Wasteland Bites because there's a custom night now. And yeah, if you turn up those settings, it gets really hectic and stressful. Like, oof. I've also yet to get back to Clover Pit, which was also quite fun. Although the one time it was streamed on this channel, Death Charge actually took over, so I never got to play that myself. Well, not myself on stream, that is. Who knows when he'll show up again, though? I mean, he did last April Fools with the Pajama Sam games, but yeah. Who knows? He might be just around the corner, and we wouldn't know. Oh, what are you? Ice cream? More like ice cream because this is taking too long. Don't slow down like that. I'm just going to sit here. What has happened? Ah, there's been a crash. I see. The base where you have cars or magnets, they change in real time because the batteries are very time restricted to what your character class level is. For example, if your character has a class level of 6, then you only have 3 seconds to make a move. I see. Oh, finally they decided to move and unstuck themselves. Yeah, sometimes the AI drivers in this game just get into weird, like they get into like crashes and yeah, which is fairly realistic for AI drivers because people in real life can't drive either. I'm pretty sure that if we left driving cars to AI in real life, we would be in a massive heap of trouble. Also, this is just me wanting to say fuck AI. Well, yeah, that does sound like an interesting game, Thomas. How relaxing. Find on the eShop as a physical game is very, very hard to come by. I see. And these days, for physical games, you also run the risk of it being a game key card, which is a big no-no, because it's just the worst of both worlds. You need to have it inserted to play it, like with a physical game card, but also it's digital, so it takes up a lot of storage space. It's basically just a digital game with extra steps. And yet somehow there are people around that defend the game key cards, which is just stupid. Like the best solution at that point is to just make it digital only. Like they're just you ask me, they're just pointless pieces of plastic. I read back in 2022 and there were only 100 copies releasable. Why though? Why? That's so weird. Lovely, lovely. Seeing these little towns along the road. I'd like to get a copy pre-ordered when I could. Nice, nice. So, I had a thought in my head earlier, but then I kind of forgot what I wanted to say. Oopsie. Excuse me. Okay, I had to laugh there because there's a little construction building there which kind of looks like a small container house. Imagine just living in there on the side of like on one lane of the motorway. And constantly you have to deal with the sound of cars as they slowly drive past because it's a construction zone. Man, that would suck. Sure. No, I have to slow down. I did not even see the signpost for that. Although to be fair, sometimes there just are no signposts to show a speed limit. I've actually gotten a fine in one such place because I didn't notice the speed limits changed on my GPS in time. Then there was no signpost to indicate it. Why? So yeah, that sucked. But what are you gonna do about it, eh? Oh, I can go fast again. Why? Okay, I should not hump myself. It's really annoying. It also annoys me when other people do it. So I should not do that. It's weird. Kinda. Okay, yeah, I really forgot what I was going to say. Damn. Oh, I remember, sorry. There's one game I think everyone should play. Like, at least once, and you might know if you watch me fill out that about me grid about video games. Which, by the way, the bit of the stream where I did that is also uploaded to my YouTube channel, where I store most of my VOD, which I probably should not do on my main channel, but whatever. Say, yeah, Fallout New Vegas. It's a game I think everyone should play. It's really well written, for one. It plays nicely, and yeah. Now, I am not one of these idiots that thinks that anything Fallout made by Bethesda is terrible. Absolutely not. But yeah, there are unfortunately a lot of people that are like, no, 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 no. You cannot like New Vegas and also like Bethesda Fallout games, Fallout 3 and 4. No, 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 no. It's your like Fallout New Vegas, Bethesda is your worst enemy, and you should hate on those games. Which kind of just reminds me of one of my favorite YouTuber put out a video, like an essay video called Fallout 3 is better than you think, and then this one YouTuber decided to do a bit of a, well, some people would call it a circle jerk. I would just call it stupid. This one guy decided to put out like a 10-hour long reaction video split into two parts, where he like watched the video for 10 seconds, paused, reacted to what he said, sometimes reacted way too early because the original video didn't finish the point yet. Yeah, no, he was just ragging on the guy. And then he also blamed his community for attacking him when literally nobody did. And my favorite YouTuber's mod in this server also told everyone, do not attack this guy. Just don't give him the time of day. Unfortunately, some people can't listen, which is just the truth. But yeah, that was really lame. And then he did it again when he did the same kind of video on Fallout 4. Although when I look at his channel, he seems to hate on just about anything Fallout that's made by Bethesda, and he claims he doesn't. I think that he just has something against fun. Like, sure, Fallout New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game, of course, but it's not a flawless masterpiece that requires its own religion or something. Yeah, I honestly cannot stand people like that. Like, sure, you don't have to like everything, but look, some people just like other games as well, and I just think it's cool that my favorite YouTuber, John, is able to look at this most favorite game with a critical eye. That's very good because not everyone is able to do that because they are unable to set their biases aside. So yeah, I like Bioshock even than Bioshock more than I did with Bioshock 2. I see. I have never played a Bioshock game before. All I know is it's set in an underwater city, and it's where the a master chooses a slave or baseline comes from, which gets referenced in Fallout New Vegas if you kill Mr. House with a golf club. So yeah, there's several challenges in Fallout New Vegas that are references, such as the one titled "You Don't Belong in This World," which is a Castlevania reference. You want to take up 80 GB of storage space? Okay, well then I'll give it the hard pass, I suppose. I say having like just like 3 TB of storage space left on my external SSD. Eee. Yep. I have so much storage space and I'm afraid to use it for some reason. Am I okay? Because I'm starting to think I'm not okay. Maybe I was never okay to begin with. Maybe I've never lost a plot. Maybe I've never found a plot to begin with. Also, yeah, a lot of places in Europe have toll roads. It's especially bad in France. Oh well, just another reason to shit on the French, am I right? Which reminds me, in this one friend group which me and Vanga are in, there's this French guy, right? And naturally, because he's French, you know, we like to shit on the French specifically because he's there. I have a question, what plot? You never had one to begin with. That's what I was saying. Maybe I never even found the plot. Maybe the plot just does not exist. That's also possible, yeah. So where are we now? Ah, Serbia, which used to be called Yugoslavia, by the way. Yugoslavia? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Yugoslavia? But nowadays it's called Serbia. I wonder why the name change even happened. It's probably a whole can of worms. I best leave closed, honestly. Let's just forget it, just in case the reason is nasty. Oh, relaxing. I'll try not to fall asleep on stream because the platypus took over it. Oh no, that is not good. We must stop the platypus. Oh wait, you are the platypus. Oh no. Oh dear, now he's being very evil, Burger. Ooh. Yes, I'm okay. Don't worry. I should probably get started on Pikmin 3 at some point. Because I remember like, late in the playthrough of Pikmin 2, my commentary started to get incredibly unhinged, and it was incredibly funny to me. Like, looking back. Eventually, I started having weird conversations with the Emperor Ballblacks of all things. Man, if there's one friend I want along for my stream at some point, it's serious, because he has a very amusing way of talking, which I'm pretty sure some people would enjoy. Not just some people, I think many people. Oh, on that note, Tomás, do you have a microphone? Because I might have a proposition for you later. Oh, road work ahead. Well, I sure hope it does. Oh, look at all the houses on the hills. Oh, this is so pretty. This is lovely. So lovely. I stopped playing Pikmin 2 because an urge to destroy all my Pikmin one day I was about to take over. I do not have microphone. Ah, I see. Shame. Oh well. I still hope you like the thing I have planned regardless. You will see it. Eventually. Uh, why does that say Peggy? Let's see it anyway. Okay, in July, multiple Mario Party streams with different friends each stream. That was my plan, and we'd all be in a Discord call together. I know some people who would want to play with me. And if you hear this, Vanga, yes, you're playing too. You're not backing out of this. Absolutely not. Oh, oh, where's the truck come from? Ah. So yeah, that's the plan. Now you know it. Oh, hey. And of course, I'm doing it all routine. Yeah, that sounds good and all, but I'm having the trouble lately. I'm using my data on my phone. Oh, alright. Oh, great, it started raining. This day just keeps getting better and better. Not. Well, yeah, I completely forgot about the phone data thing. Sorry for asking. Good. And the thing is, us dolphins don't even hate rain. We like water, but you know, I don't like getting my clothes wet. I wear a suit. I love for my suit to stay clean. Otherwise, I have to bring it to the dry cleaners again because it's wet. That's what the dry cleaners do, right? They dry, wet clothes. I've never been to a dry cleaners before, and I prefer to keep it that way. Those are our Speedo. A Speedo, are you a superhero? I mean, you probably already noticed this long ago, but Turbulence wears a Speedo over his spandex costume, and it seems to be some people's favorite thing about his costume. And now I own a replica of his costume in real life, which is nice. When I go to Eurofurence, I'm probably going to be in human disguise though, so no dolphin for you guys, sorry. No, there's a platinum there's a want to buy 12 zoos. Ah, so the usual then, got it. Oh. Oh. Okay. I changed my mind. It's no longer guaranteed we'll reach our destination during the stream. But at least we but if we do, at least we filled the entire stream with one delivery, right? Didn't we? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, much better. I had to stretch real quick. And that's the thing I've been doing as of late. Whenever I stretch, I always utter the wise words from a certain cat. Although I don't spin around while I utter said words. Man, I hope it stops raining soon. When we just have left the rain on the Netherlands, they say it tends to rain all like year round there. Well, yeah. Fun fact, a good survival tip for being in the Netherlands is to complain about the weather. Just do as the Dutch do. Yeah. You might be thinking, why are the Dutch so generally so very happy when they constantly complain? Well, if you if if people mutually complain about something, they agree with each other, and that makes them happier. That's how that works. In charge of being an escape artist, vandalism, arson, property destruction, breaking museum windows and letting vehicles in run rampant, and public nuisance item, entire street in the water slide. Somebody stop this man, he's dangerous. Seriously, Thomas, how very dare you? You need to be stopped. There we go. Cruise control is set to 30 now, which means we can just relax the old right index finger. I think I'll stop at the petrol station here and advance time so I don't have to drive during the night time. Yeah, I'll do that. The reason why I was able to escape is that I used my doorbell net. I see. Is there a spot I could park here? I would like to park here. No, not like this at least. Geez, crowded here today, huh? Oh, cute. That's little convenience store over there is called Quickie. So adorable. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Bottlenose does not reverse his truck very often. He does not know how to. There we go. Okay, let's finish this trip. Careful now. There we go. I did it. Why? Now I have to go work in the morning. Okay, have a good one, Thomas. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Oh, okay, that almost went wrong. I'm glad it didn't. Also, what was that noise I just made? I feel like I haven't yelled like this in quite a while. Of all the games to jump scare me, it's Euro Truck Simulator 2. Of course it is. How embarrassing. I mean, this game can be genuinely scary depending on the circumstances. If you're driving at night in a thunderstorm, yeah, that's really scary because well, the rain also makes it pretty hard to see the cars in front of you or other vehicles, and there's little light. So unless you're turning your high beams on, which you might not if you're driving realistically. So yeah, low visibility and it's dark. There's only the occasional flash of light from the lightning from the thunderstorm. Scary picture, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so too. Hmm, Not too much left to go now. both on my stream time ends and how long it'll take for me to reach the destination we're headed for. Tee hee hee. Oh, you're turning right. Okay. Fine by me. I do prefer not having anyone driving in front of me so I can go a little faster. Instead of having to brake every now and then. Or sometimes constantly. Excuse me. Okay, good. Man, it's no fun when you have to drive this slow. Well, it kind of depends, really. It's nice to slow down sometimes. Which, sometimes everyone should just slow down a little in life. It's always like everyone's just in such a massive rush all the time. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and appreciate your surroundings. Or if you are of a species that has a nose and is able to smell things, smell the flowers or something, or whatever they say on Earth. I wouldn't know. Again, of the five senses that are not the so-called sixth sense, smell is the one I do not possess. Oh yeah. Which does have its advantages, but it also definitely has its disadvantages. Like if a fire breaks out, you won't be able to smell the smoke. It would be disastrous if it got paired with being a heavy sleeper. Sheesh. Come on. Okay, at least I gotta stay in this lane because I want for trucks only. Yes, hello, check my documents, please. You'll find that they are all in order. Because they always are in this game. There we go. And because the car next to me took longer to get to get that sorted, I get to go in front of them. And this allows me entry into the country of Bulgaria. We've made it to Bulgaria. Our destination is somewhere deeper into the country. Which recently Bulgaria has been in the news and things have been positive, which is good, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, why am I making such noises? Okay, have a look at my papers one more time, please. Thank you. There we go. And I still get to go in front of the white car. You won't be jump scaring anyone. Oh, well, you won't be part of a jump scare, I should say. Okay, we get to go fast again. Oh, hey. Only 70? Cars are allowed to go 90. That doesn't seem fair. Okay, maybe once we get to the motorway, if we do. Oh, oh, uh, the big stretch. Oh, uh, yeah, why did you let me slow down briefly, game? Come on. And then jack up the speed limit again. Sheesh. Man, There goes the speed limits. Jacking up, jacking off. I mean, what? Okay. Also, some countries have constant little towns showing up on the side of the like along the roads, and then you have to constantly slow down because town speed limits, as well as some city limits. Okay, we're finally rejoining the motorway. Sounds good to me. So yeah, I feel like I've been able to talk about quite a lot of things, despite this being the kind of game where I can't really talk about the game. Okay, maybe the map lied to me. This is not a motorway. Anyway, I feel more confident about being able to finish this on stream at least. And oh boy, that one employee Christopher B, managed to bring in um, a salary of that was in like the six figures, like 120 something thousand. You'll love to see it. As CEO of a logistic company, I do like it when number go up. Maybe this is how Quentin feels whenever his company does well. Or Lucas, this very friendly blue dragon named Lucas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think by now you know that's one vocal stim. Okay, there's a road is indicated with 11 on the GPS. But what does it mean? It doesn't seem to be a motorway. It feels more like a typical back road you see in other countries. Which is actually the case in one of the Baltic countries. I think in Latvia specifically, but it could also be Estonia. I don't think it's Lithuania, however. Oh, I gotta slow down. I didn't even see a signpost to tell me I should slow down. How rude. Okay, go this way. There we go. Hmm. Telephone poles. You don't see those along the sides of the road very often where I live. In fact, on my whole plans, you don't see those at all. To be fair, aquatic species and electricity do not exactly mix. So okay, but this is quite a nice little town, though. Bulgaria doesn't look too bad. Oh, I would say this is me taking a blind turn, but let's be honest here. I have camera mirrors. I can always see them. Okay, you're leaving the road as well. Good. Was that a That's a train track up there? Huh, that's cool. I like that. It looks a bit like a monorail. Okay, yeah, we're getting pretty close to finishing this job, thankfully. I might go slightly over the usual stream time and yeah. Like a few extra minutes that won't hurt, right? Sure, a few. Maybe it's a lot of extra minutes. And I'm not entirely sure what dinner time is, so yeah. Antonio said he was going to bring some takeout. So yeah. Hmm. Very odd stuff, well. I just sometimes I get a bit drowsy during the day and I do not know why. Oh, I should not veer off my side of the road. That's dangerous. Imagine if a car came from the front, or worse, a truck, which has totaled my truck before in the past, back when I was not as good at playing this kind of game yet. Because it took some getting used to, because this is not a racing game. No. And racing games tend to have cars that are way easier to control than this. Like here, you would actually have to like slow down to make corners easily. Which hilariously was a bit of a talking point and a sore point even when it came to GTA 4, as well as a bit of GTA 5, where the cars had very realistic driving physics, and people did not like that. They hated it, in fact. So yeah, I played it and I could see what they meant, but I was able to eventually get used to it. However, there's one in-game mission in GTA 4 where you have to do a street race, and thankfully, these physics rules also apply to the CPU racers, because they also have to slow down to make the turns, so yeah. GTA is a very occasional guilty pleasure of mine. Just don't expect me to stream one of those games ever. Oh, finally, I get to go 90. Hmm. Okay, I think now I'm at the point where I'm running out of steam for things to talk about. Although this was nice, this was super chill. I kinda needed that after some asshole yesterday painfully twisted my arm, and it still kinda hurts. That's why I had to take it easy today. It's not fun, I'll tell you that one for free. Okay, car, why do you get to go 90 kilometers an hour, but not me? Curse you, car. Hmm. Okay, seems like you need to go to. To the right from here. Yeah, it seems like a right turn is coming up. Actually, I think that's a roundabout. Ah, yeah. Ah, cute little letters on the roundabout there. Nifty. Yeah, sorry, me first. I need to finish this before the theme is over. I should not get aggressive behind the wheel and participate in road rage, because then I might crash and I will never reach our destination in time. In stream time, not in game time. Oh, burger. Oh, I was affected by the burger. Light was red. Fine, I'll take the fine. I have plenty of money anyway. That was my bad. Okay, we don't have to make that. Never mind. Well, I won't be making the same mistake here, because I'll be stopping for the red light this time. You know, like a decent individual. Always stop for a red light. It saves lives. Oh, hello. Okay, turn right. More traffic lights coming up, however. Slow down a little, activate blinker, and... whoop. Oh, we got to go anyway. Okay, okay. There rarely are traffic lights with arrows on them in this game, however. So it means if you got a light for for going forward and it's green, it also means that like the ones from on the road across from you are able to move. And if you're not careful, you could crash into each other, which is not fun. I'll tell you that one for free. Okay, we're going to slightly over stream time, but that's fine. It's not like I'm in a rush. Oh my gosh, I forgot that will likely have dinner soon-ish. I was allowed to go up, go 90 up that hill. Why didn't anyone tell me earlier? Though I don't feel like it was worth the effort for a little bit. And we're going 70 on the highway. Come on. Sorry, motorway. I'm very used to saying highway for some reason. Even though I'm not even American, I'm Ecuadorian. Oh wow, someone made minus 500. No, no, minus 5,190 euros. Task failed successfully to the extreme. Sheesh. Crazy. mean, at least they get the experience because they completed the job successfully, but that's quite a lot to lose from a successful job. Why does it even happen? I know it's like for fuel costs and such, but is it that bad, truly? Okay, less than an hour of in-game time to go. We're truly almost there now. I don't drive through Bulgaria often in the game, so I don't even recognize this road, although to be fair, it's all green and trees, let's be honest. It's even more boring to drive through the UK in this game, especially because the rework isn't out yet, so everything along the side of the road just looks the same. And that's not fun. It's boring, and the rework can't come soon enough. And I gotta slow down again because we're in a town or village or whatever. Which we are now leaving again. Oh, hey! And jack up that cruise control. Oh yes. Eh, yeah, we're almost there. And then I'm going to call it a stream. And I am feeling kinda hungry, not gonna lie. Same here. Ah, okay, fair. I see. Are you also? Not also. It would be weird to ask you if you're from Aquarius because I don't think you are. But assuming you live on Earth, are you European or something? Because it should be about dinner time over there as well right now. American? Okay. Then I suppose it's about getting close to lunchtime. Yeah, yeah, that's correct. I do know how time zones work between Europe and America, at least. Depending on where you live, it's take 7 or 8 hours different, like earlier than compared to Europe. Also factoring in where in Europe you live, of course, because there's also different time zones in some places there. Noted? Okay, good. Yes, for someone who's not even from Earth, I do know a lot about it. You kind of have to when you have to make all those Earthling jokes, you know? Because you know how the Dutch like to joke about Belgians, and now Americans love to joke about Australians. Yeah, us Ecuadorians love to joke about Earthlings. So, there you have it. Like, what the hell was up with Atlantis? Were they that prepared for global warming to start building cities underwater? Well, whatever it was, those plans kinda sank, I suppose. Okay, Bulgaria, not very fun to drive through because of the low speed limits. But anyway, our destination is right around the corner. So let's deliver this oil, 23 tons of it. and we'll call it. These houses look kind of filthy, not gonna lie. Clean your walls. Okay, okay. I'm trying not to skip parking. I'm going to do this properly. Yes, I always do the easy spots because I cannot, for the life of me, reverse park. And there we go. And that's that. We've delivered the oil successfully. Wahee! So, with that, I think you get the point. This has been Euro Truck Simulator 2, also the only relevant Truck Simulator game. No one talked about the first one. Again, we've played this before, but I just like to come back to it when I need something chill to play, and I have no idea what to play. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, you take care as all, Multiverse. Next week, I don't know what we'll be playing next week. It all depends on whether Leroy finishes the thing or not. I know he's very busy, so it might take a while, but once it's done, oh, it's gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure you guys will like it. Of course, on Saturday we'll be playing Fallout New Vegas as usual, and on Tuesday we'll be back with Warrior Land 2, so hopefully you'll be joining me for that. Thanks for watching. Now get out of my house. I'll see you all next time.